All right, so this is your Bitcoin and crypto news for 2018. What do I see going on? We saw a massive fallout over the weekend. As I predicted, what I said was going to happen, if you do remember, I said that Bitcoin and cryptos were going to break through the low. So I predicted that it would move lower than, it was going to move under the 7,600 level, but it would not break. Oh, break. How do I spell break? 5,800. So this was my prediction, guys. I thought we'd move under 7,800, but we would not move under 5,800. Okay, so that was my prediction, and so far so good. So I actually, for the first time in a long time, I bought Bitcoin, guys. So I bought Bitcoin at 66.67. So I am actually long Bitcoin, and I just thought it was oversold. I still believe in the story. I bought some Bitcoin, I bought some AGI, and I bought some H-share. So I bought H-share at about 540, about $5,000 lower. I bought AGI at 11 cents, and then I bought Bitcoin too. So I actually did do buying. This is the first time I've bought in a while. So I bought AGI at 11 cents. I bought H-share at 540. Then I bought Bitcoin at 7,600, 66.67, sorry. So let's go through here and go to CoinMarketCap, and we'll look at some charts here. I think some things are setting up decent reward to risk setups here. So, the first thing I always do when I come in here, I say, basically, what is going on here. So, cryptocurrencies as a whole, 1,596 of them. That is right in line with where we've been. We actually see very light volume here. So 1,596, and then we go to the market cap, 260 billion. So I thought we would break under the lows, and then we say, how much lower can it go? So we go back in here, and we go to the market cap, and let's get that exact low of where we'll now actually act as support. So we go in here, we can talk about, the all-time high, about what was it, 819 billion. 813,871. If we look at over the last 7 days, so 244 puts us at the lows. So 244 puts us at the lows. Currently we're at 260. So, we had a little bit of a bounce here. So 244 billion puts us at the lows here, and right now we're at 260 billion. So we have rallied 2% off the lows. We'll look at a bunch of charts here. We'll say, hey, is there opportunities to maybe counter trend trade? Is the screen sharing? Yeah, we're good. Okay, so, and you look at here, and we always talk about it when I come on in my session of the day, which is usually right now, the market cap, right? And we have market cap of 260 billion, and then we look at the volume. The volume here is 11 billion, which is actually not very big at all. Usually when I'm on this section, it's closer to about 13 or 14 billion. So now we see it at 11 billion, which means there hasn't been as much trading. Trading in stock market, cryptocurrencies is all about sentiment. You have people on TV that's saying this craze is over. I don't believe in that, obviously. I still think it's here to stay. Bitcoin dominance has been holding pretty steady here at 45.4%. Ooh, market getting crushed. Okay. And we go here and we see, Bitcoin got down to 66, 67. Let's look at it. So let's see the actual low here. The low was 65.26. So that's your new downside support. Okay. Under that, we have that 5,800 level, and we're going to look at some charts here at 5,800. What we see here in Bitcoin, 6,500, guys. We've been in a downward channel. I've been talking about not taking any longs in cryptos unless we're hodling. And the reason for that is because, the market does look weak. The market looks weak. So if the market is weak, then you can be on the sidelines. And I put money to work for the first time in probably about a month in AGI, HShare, and Bitcoin. So if you go back here, let's go to trending, gainers and losers. Oh, I've heard of this one before. Gossip Coin, up 141%. Lightning Bitcoin. Let's see what else we have here. VeChain I've heard of, obviously. Einsteinium, I actually have some of that. Losers, Jesus Coin is always on the loser list. I mean, it's not even a penny, so for it to move down 20%, I don't really make of it. Potassium, another name. So when we go in here and see this, guys, like, this is what I think is an opportunity to start get into some coins. So, you guys got to figure out what works best for you, what coins you like. We have moderators on throughout the day to help you guys navigate through this. Like, I know Mr. S's favorite pick is IOTA. I like Neo longer term. I don't like Tron. Tether is just, where cash goes to sit. So you got to figure out what coins you personally like. I bought some AGI. We sent a signal on AGI, guys, at 75 cents. It's down to 11 cents now. So I said to myself, from 75 to 11, okay, it's down 83%, okay? How much lower can it go? And the thing about cryptos and the thing about options, too, is stuff can only go to zero, okay? You won't see stuff go to negative, right? You're not in equity of this company or cryptocurrency. Like, if Enron only went to zero. So here at 11 cents, I went out and I bought AGI. And I'm going to ask Mr. S if he wants to send this as a trade for the week. So I said at 11 cents, it was got up to 75. I bought another $10,000 worth. So if you look at here and you look at historical data, it was actually 75. And let me go into here. And I think it ran up to 107 too. So it ran up to 110. Okay. So this has only been about 3 months. So this coin, 76 cents where we sent out a signal, got up to 110. And now it's 11 cents. So I got into this one. This one's about robotics. I bought more of it at 11 cents, knowing that it can only go to zero. Okay. So less than let's say February 1st. March, April, less than 2 months ago, it was 76. Then I got up to 110. I didn't sell any of it. That was only about 40% gains. And now it's down 83%. It's down 90% from the highs. Okay? I mean, Bitcoin itself, from 20,000 to 68,000 is only about 67% down from the highs. So I did dabble a little bit into this one. So we go into BTC, USD, and look at TradingView. Okay. So this is the way we kind of look at everything. We basically back stuff out, right? So I don't know what's on my chart right now. Okay. So here is, let's put the Ichimoku cloud. Okay, so when we look at, Bitcoin, and we look at any cryptocurrencies, we're gonna wanna look at it from the longest time frame, and then we just slowly zoom it out. So let me add in insert indicator, and I want my scripts, and I want volume, I want triple confirmation. That is not happening. Ah! Okay, let me try to put the volume strength again. Triple confirmation here. It's compiling it. Okay, so when we look at Bitcoin, and we look at, hey, where's support, where's resistance, where could it possibly go, so on and so forth. So we're going to start at the slowest time frame. So the lowest time frame we have here is that monthly chart. Okay, and we zoom it up here, and we had that huge tail on the monthly chart at 5,800. Okay, so this is now the new level of support. We talked about the February, we talked about the March 18th lows. We have accurately tested out the March 18th lows. So the next level to the downside is going to be the February 6th lows. So if you looked at any charts, guys, if it's taking out the February 6th lows, it could be in trouble. So keep an eye on that level, 2/6/2018. Okay. Anytime we break resistance or support, we need to figure out what is the next level of support and resistance. So we go in here in Bitcoin, and last month's low was support. So we had support here at 65. Actually, it took out support. Support was around 7,300. Okay, and it took it out in a heartbeat. So the 7,300 was support to the downside. Okay, it took that down. The next level of support is the February low on the monthly chart, which we see here is 6,000 on Bitfinex. It should have been 5,800. Let's try to go to Coinbase and see if Coinbase's number is different. On Coinbase, 5,873. Okay, this is now your massive line in the sand, guys. 5,873. If Bitcoin holds 5,873, I think it can bounce. I talked about how I thought it would take out the 7,300. I told a lot of my friends, it takes out 7,300, but it doesn't take out 5,873. If it takes out that level, you need to find your new level of support. Okay, this was the low from November, also the low from February. Next level is probably around the highs from September and the highs from August, which I see here is around 4,600. I don't think we will get there this year. Okay, I still think that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency market is strong. Okay, on the monthly chart, we're still above the cloud. So we go to the monthly chart, we're above the cloud. We go to the weekly chart. How does the weekly chart look? Okay, the longer term time frames are still bullish. Okay, if you bought Bitcoin a year ago, let's go to, okay, a year ago it was 1,300. So you still 5 extra money if you stayed in it. Okay, weekly chart, guys, the support level is the same. Okay, it's the February 6th low, which is 5,873. Okay, this is your massive level of support here. Okay, 5,873 is your massive level of support. And I haven't even started, I don't even bring up my P&L here anymore because I don't even want to look at my P&L. I know I'm down a lot of money, okay, but I don't want to look at my P&L. So 5,873 here is your downside support, okay? Next level of support under that, like I said, is probably around 4,600. So I called it on LinkedIn and I talked about the day that the Bitcoin futures got bought, okay? The day the Bitcoin futures got listed, I thought that was the high at 20,000. And we've been straight down. But as you see here on the monthly chart, we're still bullish. And on the weekly chart, we're still bullish. After we look at the monthly and the weekly, what we can do is we can go into the daily chart. I know my daily chart is going to be under the cloud because I've watched a lot of these charts over the weekend. So daily chart under the cloud. Okay. If there is a short-term reversal, let me turn the music down a little bit. If there is a short-term reversal, then most likely we'll start to see some buying pressure. Okay, we want to see a short-term reversal. So what I'm looking here is capitulation in one of two ways. And this is easy technical analysis, guys. You could be trading cryptocurrency, you could be trading widgets. Okay, number one, there's overlapping bars. Okay, overlapping bars means exhaustion from the sellers. Okay, so if we get overlapping bars on the daily for multiple days, we get some bullish bars, we get some bearish bars. Those are overlapping bars, okay? And the second one would be a big short-term reversal bar, okay, which we have not seen yet. This is hard to write on this thing. Okay, so these are the two things that I'm looking for in the cryptocurrency space if you're looking to trade these. Number one, overlapping bars, okay? So we don't see overlapping bars. You're probably gonna want 6 to 8 overlapping bars. A couple bullish bars, a couple bearish bars, okay? On the daily chart, we do have 4 right now. I don't think 4 is enough to make the reversal happen. I think you need at least 6 to 8 of these for a reversal to happen. So I would say 6 to 8 reversal bars here, overlapping bars. Or what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for a major reversal candlestick formation. Okay, so if we have a big tail on the bottom and a reversal bar, that will be the low. Okay, the longer the tail, the better the signal. Okay, the longer the tail, the better the signal. So if we get one of those, that could be a possible short-term low. So we go in and we look at Bitcoin. We can speed it up a little bit. Say how is the hourly chart? No, okay. So we can go to the 4 hour and just keep putting our time frames, okay? We can move this a little bit. So I'd want the daily again. Okay, under the cloud here on the 4 hour bar. Let's speed it up a little bit. Let's go to the 3 hour bar. And then move this to the 4 hour, daily and weekly. I can't get 4 hour down here for some reason. Okay, so speed it up again, go to the 2 hour bar. Is there anything that is finally taking, buying pressure into this name? Okay, triple confirmation, no. So even on the 2 hour bar, guys, you're gonna look at a bearish setup, okay? The one thing that's making this not a setup is that the weekly is still bullish. So 2 hour bar, bearish. 3 hour bar, bearish. Daily chart, bearish. But the weekly chart is bullish. Let's go to the 1 hour bar. So this one we'd want to do the 2 hour, 3 hour, and the daily. So we do have the hourly here in Bitcoin above the cloud. So we're as we move our time frames, to the faster time frames, we see a lot of interesting things. Let me get rid of this thing on the side. Okay. So as we see this here, we see the hourly is bullish. Okay. Hourly is bullish. 2 hour bearish, daily bearish. That's a 3 hour bearish, and the daily bearish. So we're finally starting to see a little bit of buying pressure here on the hourly chart. The hourly chart is actually above the cloud. Speed it up a little bit. I like to use the 15-minute bar. I look at the 15 with the 30, the hour, the 2 hour. So 15-minute bar, guys, we're starting to see a little bit of buying pressure. Okay. Every time you speed this up a little bit, we see that the time frames are giving us different signals, right? So this is the 15-minute bar here, 15, 30, 60, and 2 hour. If we break the cloud to the upside, we are going to trigger a buy. Okay, so if we break the cloud to the upside, we are going to trigger a buy here, most likely. So Bitcoin possibly could be a buy here on the 15-minute bar as it breaks on multiple time frame analysis. Let's go back in here. And let's look at some other charts. And I want to see Ethereum. Ethereum's gotten smoked in my opinion, and I think it's gotten smoked too much. But where's support? So what we do is we do the same thing, guys. We start at the monthly chart. And you can just go backwards. So Ethereum here, around that 400 should act as levels of support. So 400 right here. Old resistance is support. Support is resistance. We had resistance to the upside back in, let's see what month that is. So in June, in August, in September, we had selling pressure here. We couldn't get through that highs. That level of resistance will now act as a support down here at 385. Okay, I think that Ethereum short-term low could be it. Okay, and you can also, another thing we always look at here is the percent from the highs is it's currently trading. So the high was 1424. Now it's 385. So 385 divided by 1424. So let's look at this. Oops. So 1424, and now it's 385. 770. It's about down about 75%. About 75%. So hodling, guys, we're at a 250 billion market cap. I think buying some cryptos, which I did, is the right play. Okay. I think we accurately tested those March 18th lows, took them out to the downside. Was it pure coincidence as end of the quarter? I think so. Okay, we have taxes are due on April 15th for cryptocurrencies, and that could be one main reason we're seeing the selling pressure. We then go to the weekly chart. Weekly chart, as you can see, this is a bear channel, guys. I mean, this is as clear as a bear channel gets. On the weekly, straight down. At some point, we get reversals. A reversal on the weekly chart would be consolidating, overlapping bars, or a reversal bar. This is actually a reversal bar here, but a good reversal bar would have actually been a green bar, not a red bar. So that was actually a reversal bar right there. Okay. Then we speed it up a little bit, say, let's look at the daily. Okay. Is there signs of a reversal? And not really here. If you see here in Ethereum, you know, maybe we're finally getting overlapping bars. Okay. It looks like, you know, but I personally would only enter on a bull bar. We see that here, very similar up here, very similar up here, but it couldn't get that buying pressure. As you can see here, we're in a clear bear channel. Clear bear channel. But possibility we could start to reverse here. Reversing would be on overlapping bars, or reversing would be on a reversal bar or overlapping bars. When we go to the hourly, so let me change my time frames down here. Hourly, we would change it to the 2 hour, the 3 hour, the daily. Still, a lot of redness, guys. A lot of red here. A lot of red. So let's speed it up to the 15. And I do want to look at NEO for a second too. Let's just look NEO on the daily because that is one I like. I want to look at NEO and I want to look at IOTA. So let's look at NEO on the daily. You know, how much has this sold off from the highs? NEO got up to about 120. So it's only another down about 2/3. So this is NEO on the daily chart, and I do like NEO longer term. It's back to that $50 level. But, you know, we could still consider seeing this, guys. We continue to see selling pressure across the board. I think the selling pressure has to do with the end of the quarter. There's a lot of guys on YouTube. And, you know, the one thing that I think makes us different than anybody else, because there's a lot of people on YouTube that won't even, like, I follow this guy, Crypto Daily. He hasn't made a video in like 3 weeks. He's like, they were so bullish, and now he's like on the sidelines. It's really weird that a lot of people in the cryptocurrency space won't even talk about it right now. It is really weird. Like, they won't admit they're losing money. They won't do anything. They just, I don't, it's weird. It's weird to say the least. So we see here, this is NEO here on the daily chart. It took out the low from March 18th, as we said. The low was 49.40. Still look at NEO on the weekly chart. Weekly chart, we got up to, the high was 200. So we're down 160. We're down about 80% from the highs, about 75% from the highs here. Next level of support here is probably around 46. That's where we're trading right now. Next level of support is around $31. So, I mean, short term, guys, NEO still looks weak. IOTA got up to, where is that candlestick? Oh, that's not IOTA, crypto. IOTA USD. Okay, IOTA got up to, oh, how did that candle get? 646, and now it's a buck. So it's down about 83% from the highs. So IOTA, I know this is Mr. S's favorite pick. We need to see a capitulation bottom. Maybe the cryptocurrency market cap falls to 180 billion. I think the short-term low is in, just looking at the Bitcoin chart. But I still think it's okay here to the long side if you're looking to hodl. On Thursday, guys, I put money to work for the first time in a while. I bought AGI, H-Share, and Bitcoin. So that is your Bitcoin and cryptocurrency news, guys. If you're down money, join the team. Okay, I'm down money in the cryptocurrency space. It's just the way it is right now. Okay, everything's moving lower. Everything's correlated. I talk about Bitcoin being the S&P 500 futures and everything else moving with Bitcoin. And that's the way it's been going. But I think buying some here, I have like one more buy left. I think it's a good opportunity. And remember, guys, if you're making money in the stock market and trading other things, or you're making money in a business, if you lose money in cryptos, you can write that off against other gains. So just keep that in mind. Everybody have a great day trading, and Mark's going to take you through the next portion of the day. Thanks, everybody.